Workers first combine water, canola oil, and sugar. Then they add pureed banana and mix until the ingredients are well blended. They add wheat flour, then sea salt, baking soda, and preservatives such as citric acid, routinely used in packaged foods to prevent the growth of bacteria and mold. The final ingredients are eggs and chocolate chips. A pump moves the finished batter from the mixing bowl to a large hopper that feeds the automated production line. Then, the pans enter the depositor, which drops 1.5 ounces of batter into each loaf cavity. This one batch of batter produces 6,666 loaves. The filled pans enter a multi-level vertical oven, in which they zigzag up and down 13 baking zones of varying temperatures. After 27 minutes, the loaves are fully baked. However, they can't be packaged yet because they're piping hot. So the next station on the line is a multi-level vertical cooling chamber. Its fans draw out the hot air while blowers introduce filtered cold air. When the pans exit the cooling chamber about 25 minutes later, the loaves are just slightly warm. A robot now descends on 2 pans at a time. It jabs the loaves with needles to lift them out, then withdraws the needles to drop them on a conveyor belt that's ventilated to help the loaves finish cooling. This belt transfers them to a narrower one that leads to the packaging area. There, workers line up the loaves in single file on a track that leads to the wrapping machine. Each loaf is roughly 3.5 by 2 inches and 1.5 inches high. Even though each one started out as 1.5 ounces of batter, some moisture evaporated during baking, reducing the final loaf weight to 1.4 ounces. Under the watchful eye of a sensor, the loaves enter the wrapping machine, where printed transparent film envelops them. The 2 edges of the film overlap slightly underneath the loaves. The machine seals the edges with a combination of heat and pressure. Then it simultaneously seals and cuts the film in between the loaves. Each chocolate chip banana loaf is now individually wrapped.